Hello, good morning, dear students. Today we are going to deal with Ulysses, the poem written by Alfred Lord Tennyson. So, Ulysses is really a journey through Tennyson's masterpiece poems. Let us learn how Alfred Lord Tennyson's epic poem Ulysses describes the heroic Greek character Odysseus, written by Homer, is and what his particular character shows, and why Tennyson used his character to showcase a few things related to the Victorian age to which Alfred Tennyson belonged. Let us also explore the historical context, the themes, and the enduring legacy of Ulysses. We need to talk about the historical context, that is, the Victorian England and its imperialism. The Victorian era, when we talk about the background history, reflects the spirit of the people. Tennyson's poem also reflects the same spirit of the Victorian England, a time of great social and technological changes, fueled by industrialization, colonial expansion too. He also talks about the confusion created in the minds of the youth by the evolution of science, by the book written by Charles Darwin, The Origin of Species. So there was a kind of influx in the minds of the youth whether to believe in God or whether to believe in science. Then there was the imperialistic desire, which is pointed out by Ulysses' desire to explore new lands, conquer new challenges, which is the echo of the ambitions of the British Empire during this period. Now let us look at Ulysses. The poem Ulysses has a dramatic monologue unpacking Ulysses' voice. Ulysses' voice is nothing but the various voice, the poet's voice itself. It's the first person perspective where Ulysses speaks directly to the reader, sharing his thoughts, his feelings about his past and present life. So, how he had got name and fame and how he was recognized in far off distant lands. It also reveals his character. So the dramatic monologue is a revelation of his character. Through his words, we gain insight into Ulysses' motivations, Ulysses' desires, Ulysses' anxieties, his fears, his confusion, his frustration regarding his people. Further exploring the themes in the poem, let us look at adventure, the basic aspect of the poem, the duty which Ulysses need to perform as a person, as a citizen to his nation, to his country, and the thirst for knowledge, the individual thirst, the individual aspiration to seek knowledge. The adventure is revealed when Ulysses' journey. He talks about his journey needed to explore. His journey embodies the human desire to explore the unknown. Further, the sense of duty. Ulysses feels a sense of duty to both his men, his countrymen, the people of his country, and also recognizes his own ambition. He needs to fulfill his own ambition too. Further, he is a great seeker of knowledge. Ulysses craves knowledge. an understanding of the world. He tries to know new things. He tries to know new facts. He tries to uncover new cultures and new languages. Now, let us look at the various poetic devices which have been prominently voiced out in the poem by Tennyson. Tennyson uses sound devices, Tennyson uses vivid imagery, Tennyson uses rich metaphor. So, Tennyson is a poet of sound devices. He uses alliteration, assonance, also to create musical effect. Further, there is also vivid imagery through his words. His words paint vivid pictures of the sea, the land, and portray Ulysses' emotions. There is also further the portrayal of the employment of metaphor. They are rich, varied, extended metaphorical use to deepen, to create the sense of deeper feelings. And hence, Tennyson uses metaphor to reflect on the theme he wanted to convey and also to evoke vivid meaning. Let us now look at what Ulysses decides. What are the key lines? What does Tennyson wants to convey through the poem? They are provided by the key lines towards the end of the particular poem. Here, the poem reflects Ulysses' decision. First of all, he chooses to continue his journey of exploration, of discovery. He wants to follow knowledge like a sinking star beyond the utmost bounds of human thought. The other key aspect is facing the unknown. Ulysses embraces the challenges, the uncertainties, the obstacles, the kind of feeling he wants to have to explore new things. He wants to see, he wants to lead whatever life is left behind and whatever tries to find out in his life that lies ahead, although his life might be not much remains. That is the expression given by him. But still, he wants to find something new in the particular time left for him. So he says, old in age, but young in spirit. The third aspect, or the last aspect, which the key lines convey, is the unwavering determination, the kind of decision he takes. His words reflect his unyielding desire to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield to any kind of circumstances and uncertainties in his life. So, coming to the conclusion of this poem, the reflection, the kind of re reflection we want to talk about, the influence on literature and culture which Tennyson tried to bring about. So, the first aspect he wanted to bring is the literary inspiration. Tennyson's poem has inspired countless writers and poets throughout history. It also has been a motivation to many youth, many kind of younger generation poets, younger people too, not to be trodden down by circumstances. It also brought about a cultural impact. Ulysses' story has become a symbol of ambition, exploration, and also of the strength of the human spirit and willpower. The enduring themes of the poem, Ulysses, continues to resonate with the audiences today, and we still crave for the spirit of Ulysses, the great warrior of Greek history who had brought about immense changes, and he remains a historical figure. A vivid, lively picture is painted by Tennyson to provide motivation, to provide the kind of inspiration to youth, to the younger generation, to keep up the spirit of willpower and to explore and seek adventure and try to remain intact in the presence of overwhelming challenges and not to be undermined by circumstances or human condition. It's a kind of struggle for existence which Tennyson wanted to convey through his poem. I hope this poem tries to bring in and create and help the younger generation and also try to cover the weak and average learners to learn a few things about what Alfred Lord Tennyson wanted to convey through his poem Ulysses, with a great reflection of the warrior and also the existing condition of Victorian England. At the same time, a motivational poem across traversing boundaries into generations together to remember the great warrior and also be motivated and inspired to remain unwavering in spirit, which is the basic of human existence.